Welcome everybody, my name's Ed Durbis. This is 9-3 Drive. Today we're driving a 2015 Chevrolet Corvette with an LT1 producing 455 horsepower, 460 pounds of torque, and it'll get it to 0 to 60 in just 3.8 seconds, and it'll cross the quarter mile at just 12.75 and a top speed of about 195 miles an hour. Well, with all that being said, how about we get into this Corvette Stingray and see what she's all about. So let's get this show on the road. All right, here we go, driving the Corvette Stingray. And not only that, what a pleasure. It is actually a manual transmission, something I haven't done in a while. I'm here with one of our subscribers who was nice to let us come out and test drive his car out here in Maryland. I gotta say, the steering when it's in the parking lot, it was pretty smooth. It's pretty easy to maneuver around. I'm curious to see how it gets up when it goes up to higher speed. Does it give more weight to the steering? Well, we'll see how that goes. Going straight? All right. I think I'm in third. Yeah. I gotta say, the analog display is pretty cool. I like the screen inside as well. It's got the old traditional, reminds me back of the 80s Corvette that had that digital display. Remember those? They're pretty cool. Seats are not bad. They do hug you. So if you were a little heavier than this guy right here, I would probably say it'd be kind of a little bit of a tight fit. Visibility is pretty good. This does have an aftermarket rear wing in the back, so it does block up a little bit of the view, but you can adjust that wing in the back depending on where you are. Other things that this car has had, it's got a few upgrades, so I think the power is more than the standard Corvette. So obviously in standard mode is 455 and 460 pounds of torque. This one has an exhaust system and also does have an air cooler as well, so that probably adds another 30 horsepower or so to it. So we'll find out how that's, and I gotta say, the sound on this exhaust is pretty amazing. It's pretty good. When I was following you to get to our location, it really did sound cool, and it does sound really cool from a dead cold start. So let's see what she does when she runs a little bit higher, so we can get to another location and go from there. All right, here we go. We're on the little twisty roads, and I have to say, you know, the suspension is just perfectly just in tune, because it doesn't beat you up like some sports cars do. And like I was just mentioned just a little minute ago, that the exhaust itself, even though it's an aftermarket exhaust, there's not that crazy drone in here. You can hear the exhaust, but it's all the way in the back. Let's drop it one gear and see. The transmission is so smooth into going into gear, and then once you get exactly where the clutch bites, it's really easy to be able to get it into gear and play with it. It really did a good job with this car. I can't even imagine what the brand new mid-engine Corvettes are like. But I have to say that, you know, one of the things that you'll find that as time goes on, true Corvette fans are gonna lust over the last front engines of this generation, including the Z06 of this time as well, because it doesn't look like the front engine Corvettes are coming back. They're gonna stay mid-engine, and you know, there's something still special about the old traditional front end V8. Let's take it down, find a place to do a little standstill, see how quickly she gets from a standstill, and then we'll come back and we'll do our final thoughts. All right, here we go, from a standstill, all the beans and all the marbles, here we go. It is quick, that is for sure. And 60 comes up pretty quick. Probably would have been a little bit quicker if I was a little more used to driving a standard. I haven't driven a standard in quite some time. But it's pretty quick. And thing about it that I liked is the fact that it just grabbed on. It didn't spin the tires. All right, let's head back. We'll do our final thoughts with the Stingray. All right, here we go. Final thoughts. 2015 Corvette Stingray. But before we do that, why don't we just drop another gear and get to listen to that exhaust. I have to admit, it does like to rev up, and it's so smooth. I have to say, it really truly caught me by surprise. It's such an easy layout to read. It's great to look at the arches in the front, looking out the hood. Visibility is not too bad. If you look in the mirror, it's not bad. Like I mentioned earlier, yeah, the spoiler takes a little bit, but it's got a clear coating to it, so you can still see a little bit through it, so it's not bad. And you have this beautiful target top that has got this blue tint to it. Mercedes uses the same kind of tint, and they call it sky roof. But it's just the way it just drives, and the materials in here are really truly great quality. There's not a lot of plastic. Yes, it is an American car, and there always will be some plastic in American cars that's not, you know, the best. But in this car, they've done really a good job. You know, everything does feel good, high quality. There's really good feedback coming from the steering wheel. It's got nice thickness from the leather. The one thing that I'm curious if any other subscribers out there are willing to share in their comments is it's got paddles. And let's not forget, this got 3 pedals. So what are the paddles for? So anyway, this, and the same thing, you can put the screen down, it gives you a little cubby hole in there. So overall, the impression is it's quite an entertaining car. It's space in the back. It's got plenty of room to be able to at least carry enough stuff for at least the weekend. Obviously, this is a 2-seater, so yeah, that's as far as you can go. It's you, yourself, and someone else. But other than that, it really does truly drive perfectly well. In the specs, it says it'll get 29 miles to the gallon on a highway. It seems a little high for a car that's got this much power. But of course, as you mentioned to me earlier, that you can shut some of the cylinders down, so it's only going on 4 cylinders, correct? Yeah. So I guess that's where you're getting that fuel economy. But to be completely frank with you, anybody who buys this car and they're concerned about fuel, you have purchased the wrong car altogether. But yeah, it is quite truly a delight car, and it just steers just perfectly well. Right where you want it to go, it goes where you want it to go. So yeah, I do feel that it does have a little bit of weight to it, but it's not completely overbearing. So there you have it. Those are my thoughts on the Corvette Stingray. I'd like to really truly thank Alberto here for letting us come out and check out his Corvette Stingray. Absolutely fantastic. Hey, if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Do subscribe. Thumbs up if you like seeing cars like this. Do comment, it always does help. Let me know exactly where these are things you want to watch in the channel. And if you have not turned on that notification bell, ding! When the next video is coming up, you turn that on. If you're not following me yet on Instagram, follow me at @_Derbez. And I can't wait to catch you guys in the next video. Until then, bye!